Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're probably just going to give it another minute or so here to let people file in an orderly manner. So if you are joining us, please pop where you're tuning in from in the chat. And we're very excited for you to join us this evening. We've got DC in the house. Welcome, Emily. Toronto represent. Welcome our Canadian friends. Oh, more Toronto, brilliant. Beautiful Minnesota, I love it. Very, very nice. Have we got any other Europeans? Any night owls joining us? No, just me. All right, perfect. Okay, well, a very warm welcome to all of you. I'm excited that this is our second Miner Show and Tell. We've got a really amazing lineup for you this evening. This is all part of our space race, which is our incentivized testnet competition. By being part of that, you're creating the building blocks for a strong and resilient and secure network. You can see. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, awesome. So like I said, we've got a great lineup tonight. We also have a lot of other events throughout Space Race. You can check out what we have coming up on filecoin.spacerace.io, and you can catch up on anything you've missed on our YouTube channel, which is linked in the chat below. Okay, let's get started. Our first team to present today are Eric and David from ChainSafe, who are currently ranked #4 on the North American leaderboard. A very warm welcome to Space Race, Eric and David.
Hey, thanks so much.
Just trying to share our screen here. Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh,
go. So yeah, we are running the Big Changas miner. This is kind of a small project that ChainSafe Systems has taken on. We're definitely having a little fun with it, as you can see.
Oh shit. Oh, there we go.
So why are we interested in racing to space? We definitely have kind of a unique perspective on these things. ChainSafe is a Web 3.0 research and development firm, and we definitely have a huge appreciation for blockchains. We're involved in a number of ecosystems and definitely see Filecoin as an incredible opportunity to really be on the forefront of what is going to be an incredible project and has been a lot of fun so far. One thing in particular that we're working on that we kind of have in mind with all this is Forest, which is an implementation of the Filecoin protocol written in Rust. We're trying to focus on safety and performance there. Presently, we're working on building specifically a verifier node, but we would definitely like to kind of expand the Rust ecosystem to other components, such as a miner or some other pieces in the ecosystem. So please do check it out, and contributions are definitely welcome. Something else that we're also keeping in mind as a reason to really get involved hands-on in the mining is our work with retrieval markets. Right now, we're working on prototyping, or we have actually prototyped a discovery mechanism to start to explore what a kind of secondary retrieval market will look like in the Filecoin ecosystem. And hopefully we can use that to help transition us to a retrieval-focused miner that doesn't necessarily depend on the storage requirements that are currently present. So to kind of like put that into the big picture, our hopes for this project is that we can kind of improve that Rust implementation and learn from some of the existing challenges that the Go implementation is facing. We definitely want to better understand the hardware requirements for something like this. Definitely a very important consideration when we're trying to build efficient software. We want to become a lot more familiar with the life cycle of the miner to, again, kind of be able to appreciate the smaller, unique aspects of running a piece of software like this. And we're definitely interested in trying to measure some of the network dynamics of the storage and retrieval markets to really help uncover what we need in terms of efficient and effective storage and retrieval markets. And we're definitely using this as an opportunity to have fun. I mean, we're both nerds at heart, and this is like a dream come true to be able to build a little system like this and to really put it to good use. So yeah, I'll turn it over to Eric now to talk about some of the specifics.
Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to start talking about kind of the stuff that we've been doing for the space race. So I guess I'll start off with the architecture. We have a very simple architecture. We represent the small miners. We have just 3 machines running, which we call the storage box, which runs a Lotus Daemon and the Lotus Miner. And that's also the machine that has, like, you know, all the hard drives, a lot of the meat. And we also have this, the 2 workers, which obviously run the Lotus worker. One of them we call the sealer box. That's the one doing PC1, PC2. And then we have another one that is doing C1 and C2. They're all connected over a 10 gig Ethernet switch. It's super simple, so you can just, it's like scalable. You can just like toss in another sealer, toss in another snark box. It's all cool. So I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail of our little rigs here. So our storage box here, we have 18, there's 18 by 14 terabyte SATA hard drives. They're all running in RAID Z2, which gives us effectively 150 terabytes of usable storage. We just run a regular consumer CPU in there because it doesn't really do much computation. There's some RAM in there, 10 gig NIC, and we went with a Fractal Design 7XL. For those of you at home, not running server farms and stuff, the 7XL is a great case to cram a lot of hard drives in. And it's like not super expensive. As you can see, like that one machine has 18 full-size hard drives in it. So that's pretty dope. Recommended by the Filecoin community. It's amazing. Just people on Slack. And then we have the sealer box, which is also pictured there. It has a AMD EPYC 7F32. We were going to go with the Threadripper originally, but it doesn't support enough RAM, as many of you might have seen. It goes up to like 256. We want to go a little more than that, so we it was really hard to find. We were like, scraping like the 7th page of like Craigslist and stuff. But we finally found somebody in Germany who's selling it on eBay. So that was cool. We got a couple 4 terabyte NVMEs for sealing storage and swap space. We got a 2080 Ti in there for doing PC2, again, 10 gig NIC, and a 7XL case just to make all the cases, look the same. The arrow keys don't work. And so we also have the Snark box, which does C1, C2, has just, a regular CPU in it. We just had to find something that was able to support like a lot of PCI Express lanes. So in the future, we can cram more 2080 Ti's in there if we want to expand our setup. But right now we have 2 2080 Ti's to run C1 and C2. Again, 10 gig NIC and 7XL case, just again, aesthetics. And then, I'm going to talk about some of the challenges we've had that, a lot of people out there might have had as well. For us, like David initially was saying, a lot of this was, we started, wanting to mine kind of out of fun because, again, we are nerds at heart. So we kind of started deciding to mine pretty late on. We decided to mine maybe 7 weeks ago, so 2-3 weeks before Space Race actually happened. So speccing out hardware became kind of hard, especially speccing and sourcing at the same time. It's really hard to know what you can find out there sometimes. We'd be running to stores to find hard drives, bought a bunch from Canada Computers and stuff. Yeah, so it required a lot of napkin mathematics, specking out the hardware, and like big shout out to the lovely folks on Slack, like people in the Filecoin community, great help. Lots of nice benchmarks there, and just the people are very nice. Oh, where did my Chrome crash or something? Oh, geez. Ugh, hold up. View, present. That's so weird. Sorry about that. Skipping. But yeah, as I was saying, like, yeah, configuration was pretty interesting too. Like sometimes some people are saying we needed static IP. Sometimes they said we didn't. Turns out we did. And you know, we have like really horrible North American internet here, so it was like we had to figure out how to get around like the fact that we didn't have static IP. So we set up like a WireGuard VPN on the cloud and tunnel all of our peer-to-peer traffic through there. Electricity became a little bit of an issue as well because we want to run these things through a UPS, but a lot of the big UPSs need 240 volt outlets. But you know, we're managing, so that's cool. There's some other challenges that we had to face with respect to tuning some of the miner setups and the different stuff that you can change in the Lotus miner. But yeah, it's going pretty well. We have 98% storage deal success rate, and we have a 100% retrieval rate. So that's pretty dope. It's I don't know how we have that, but we're number 4 in North America right now. So that's really awesome. Just right ahead of Y if you're watching this. And yeah, so we've been making steady ceiling progress. That's kind of it. We're really friendly people. Hit us up to chat on Slack. We're on the Filecoin community Slack. There's a picture of us with our rigs. Oh shoot, there's a picture of us with the rigs. Our GitHub links are down there. Twitter's down there. We're on Slack, like I said. Yeah, thanks for having us on here. This has been really cool to show off the work that we've been doing for the last few weeks. It's been amazing.
That is so awesome, Eric and David. Like I can't tell you how much I love that you got some of your components from Craigslist. And it just goes to show that like anyone like can mine on Filecoin, and like, you know, we have like a real range of miners on the network, but the fact that you kind of put this together by talking to the community and like sourcing parts is a testament, first of all, to your kind of ingenuity and hacker skills, but also like it's just awesome to see. So thank you so much for sharing with us. Like, I know that you're like really amazing contributors to the Filecoin community, so thanks for taking the time out to like share your expertise with all of us. It's awesome.
Yep, thanks.
And go Big Chungus. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. All right, brilliant. Up next, we have Stephen Lee from IPFS Force. IPFS Force are currently number 3 on the global leaderboard. So kind of representing a completely different architecture, different hardware. So a very warm welcome to you, Stephen. There we go.
Yeah, I need to unmute, I think. Okay, yeah, can you hear me well?
Yeah, you're perfect.
Sorry, okay. Yeah, it's that, let's show this. Hi everyone, okay. Yeah, thanks, Angie. Hi everyone, my name is Stephen Lee from IPFS Force community. We are located in Shanghai. And for people who maybe do not know IPFS Force community very well, I will take 1 minute to have a very brief introduction. The IPFS Force community was set up in May 2017, and after that we have done many meetups in China and in Asia to promote the IPFS and the Filecoin platform and applications And after that, in 2018, we have a team to focusing on IPFS-based platform and services building up. We have one system called Force platform to serve Chinese customers. And in 2019, while the Filecoin is open source, we set up one team to focus on the Filecoin spec and code study, and we participate into the Filecoin development and discussing. We have customized the software and built up a whole system for Filecoin mining cluster. Basically, we provide the software and services to our partners. So we launched the global partnership program in June, and right now we are willing to provide all kinds of services to our partners or customers globally. While we're doing that, and let's come back to the space race. Yes, so exciting about this the space race, because we're in the halfway, and we got about 100 petabytes storage power in the whole network. Actually, we already reached the target, which was initially set, but right now I think the whole network is targeting to double this one to achieve 200 petabytes. So I'm very proud to be one miner of the whole system. It's very great. At the same time, IPFS Force has done some inside investigation and have done some data analysis of the whole chain, and we know that there are many miners are struggling about to maintain their miners to mine Filecoin stably and to grow their power very steadily. So here, and I always show that there are two pictures. We will see many miners power growing curve is like the picture, and at the right hand, you will see there is one day the power is actually going down, is not going up. So I think most of miners have experienced this, and ideally we want to have the curve like the left-hand picture here. And also if you go dive into the chain data and to have more data analysis, you could find more things here. For example, here we have three pictures to show. Sorry. Let me show you very quick from the first one. The second one, I introduced the IPFS Force community, and this page we could see actually in the space race dashboard, and I show this curve. I mean that many miners are struggling about the power growing and to keep the power in this network. And I just show this picture. There are three pictures I want to show you about how we do the data analysis about the we know that the seeding are very important. So here we have some data diving analysis about the pre-commit sector and the post-commit sector, time consuming. And here's we chose I chose three miners data here. You could say that if you go into this data, you could say for example the first picture here, you will say this miner actually is doing very well, but sometimes their commit sector takes much longer time. And for the second and the third one, we say that the two miners have some, in the pictures, we say that there are some black stripes in this picture, which means that these miners actually, at that time, they did not send any message about the commitment. So perhaps there are a ChainSafe problem or any other problem about the message sending. So, and let's come to another one, which shows pretty well. I was thinking that is a target every miner want to achieve like this. So we have the pre-commit cycle time and the proof commit cycle time keep moving, almost keep the same time and constantly. Here I'm very proud about this. This matter is powered by the IPFS Force software and maintenance services. Based on this, there are also some other indexes you could see from the filescan.io, the dashboard there. If you want to study every miner's performance or their stability, you could see some numbers in the Explorer. For example, the power return, which means how many fails the miner earn per day per data pads. And also the negative deviation, the total rewards. But this one is only about the tip of the iceberg. So a miner want to achieve a very good numbers, they need to have many things done underwater. Maybe people cannot say that. But there are many things you need to do to have a strong software, stable software, and to have an optimized system, and to have a very professional operation and maintenance system to maintain the system's stability, capacity, and security. Here I'm showing some system we're using for our partners. For example, this is a dashboard. We show some of our partners' data. Every day we have a very big screen to show this in our office, and to have all the maintenance engineers to look into this and to find if any issues, they could find it very quickly. This actually shows this on very high level to show each miner their power increase every day, and if they meet the expectation or not, and also their rewards and so on. If you want to go to a particular miner, and we will show every detail about this miner's performance and health check of every components and index. Here you could show the height of the epoch, and also every component, if they're running okay and the power increase, this sectors in progress and everything on this page. And also we have a system behind this to early find issues and to do some prevention automatically. So here is another thing. We know that to maintain the system, which is so important, and to monitor the system is so important to make the system running stably. But also, while we are supporting so many partners, we need a very good deployment system. Here is a screenshot of our DevOps system. We're capable to launch more than 10 clusters at one time in about 10 minutes after the Genesis node is set up. So here, I want to say that, I know many other presenters show their hardware configuration, but I will not show that. Is because we are a software and service provider. But so far we did not sell any hardware piece. We'll provide the hardware configuration design, or we'll use the existing hardware our customer have. So here, basically we have the cluster architecture, all of this about the software. So I mean, the Filecoin mining, the Filecoin network, if you want to be a professional miner, actually the whole thing is not so simple. Actually, we decoupled the whole thing into different layers, and in the middle layer of the mining system, there are many components. We actually split them into different components, which are doing in different microservices components. Here you can see we have the block syncer, we have the messenger, we have the proof of replication, proof of space-based, space-time, and also the mining module and the market part. We have different parts of our system, and also we have redundancy design and the fault tolerance design about all of this, and to make the whole system can running stably for long term. Based on this, and on the two sides of this picture, we have the distributed development and also distributed monitoring system to support the whole system. And at the top of this picture, it will show, we want to show you that based on the Filecoin network, actually there are lots of things to do to support the ecosystem, including the cloud market and aiding developer services, and also some other applications here. So again, IPFS Force is a software and service provider, so we want to empower other miners globally to together to support the Filecoin network and to help the Filecoin network grow. So we launched the global partnership program. We provide many kinds of services. Depends on the customer's needs. We have the Filecoin mining assistance, and we have the technical solution. We provide technical solution, and we have highly optimized, customized software to support the mining cluster, and we have a professional operation and maintenance services. We have a professional team to support our customers. That's all I think, and that's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. That was absolutely fascinating, and a real contrast there to kind of ChainSafe's architecture, and just amazing to see what you're doing. And congratulations on being third on the leaderboard. I know it's really close at the top of the global leaderboard, so it'll be really exciting to watch you as you progress in the competition.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Up next, we have Hengchao from Interstellar Quantum. Eric, whenever you're ready, let's go.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So it's my pleasure to have this opportunity to share our knowledge for the Filecoin mining in the miner shows. Thank you for the organizers. First, I want to introduce our company, the Interstellar Quantum, because some of the people may not hear about us because our is the technical supplier for our different partners. So you cannot see our names on the space race dashboard, but we have already supported lots of partners in the space race. Most of them are listed on the top 20 in a space race. So our Interstellar Quantum technology is one-stop IPFS storage solution provider, and our main team is from the Chinese Institute of Digital Assets, which is funded by the Professor Zhu Jiaming, and we also has very close cooperation with Dial Technology. Right now, we call them Dial EMC, which is global leader in servers and storage. We also cooperate with some of these research institutes and university all around the world. So basically, our main solution is provide the IPFS distributed storage solution for our partners all over the world. Right now, we have several partners in China and also in USA. We are building a big IPFS storage in New York right now. And we also work on the customers with the customers in Australia and also in South America. So actually, we have a global customer base, which we are working together to build the real distributed storage all over the world. So this is the founder of the Chinese Institute of Digital Assets, Professor Zhu Jiaming. He's also the chairman of Macau Institute Blockchain Association. So he lead our research and develop teams. We have lots of senior research in digital assets and cryptocurrency all over the world. Then I will show our solution. So first is our hardware solution. We have made our own hardware. So it's called the distributed storage integrated machines. So it's a 2U server. So you can have 2 CPUs and 2 GPUs in one 2U server. So in this way, you can save your space. So if you put your machines in the IDC, it's only 2U server. So it's you can save 50% of space than for your servers. And you can install different hardwares in the system. For example, I mean, you can use the ADM processor, the 6000 series the processor, and also the GPUs. Right now, I mean, most people use the 2080 GPUs, but we are working on the 3080 GPUs in this month. Maybe we can get the newest GPU several days later. And also you can install the hard disk in our servers. So we provide different configurations for different customers based on their needs. So this is our basic computing servers. Then right now we are also working some other stuff which might be very important for Filecoin mining. So right now we are partnering with the Filinx, which is very famous FPG providers. Right now, we are working on the FPG chip, which we use this kind of FPG chip to take place of the GPU. Right now, I mean, most of people know that the GPU is quite expensive and consume a lot of electronic power. And also, we cannot make full use of a GPU. So that's why it's very expensive. Now we are working with Xilinx. We are making one specific FPG chip, which you can use it mainly for Filecoin mining. So in this way, it can be quite efficient and it might be cheaper than the GPU people use right now. So we think we can have, we will make our best efforts to make the first sample in September. Yeah, we hope it can be ready before the Filecoin midnight. So in that way, all of our partners and customers, they can use this FPG chip instead of GPU. Another stuff we are working with Xilinx is also another FPG chip. For this FPG chip, actually the users, they can store the data bypass their CPU. So the data transferred from the network, and we use the FPGA chip to process the data and store the data directly into SSD or hard disk. So the processing is bypassed the CPU. So in this way, you can save lots of your CPU power. So the CPU can use those power to do the encryption or some other computation stuff for the Filecoin mining. So this way, you can build a very efficient data storage by using this kind of FPG chips. So this solution right now we are testing in some of our IDCs. So it can be quite efficient, actually. So those are the hardware solutions we are working on, and also we are making our the hardware ourselves. So we provide the hardware solutions for all of our customers right now. So there are actually several customers all over the world. They are using our hardware solution. So then I will introduce our architectures for the Filecoin mining. So this is our architectures for Filecoin mining. So we have two clusters. The first cluster, we call it calculation cluster. So in this cluster, mainly we put the calculation servers in this cluster. So you can have your AMD machines and the GPU or later the FPG chips all in this cluster. So the servers in this cluster, they are mainly in charge of calculation. So all the calculation for the Filecoin mining, we put in this cluster. Then we have another cluster we call this the storage cluster. So in this cluster, we have all the storage loads or storage server, those stuff. Then we use the high-speed internet or intranet to connect those two clusters. So after the calculation cluster finish the calculation, for example, the space-time proof or some encryption calculation, they will store this all of this data into the storage loads or storage cluster by the high-speed internet. So in this way, we can separate the calculation and the storage in two different clusters. Then it's quite convenient for the maintenance and the management of the Filecoin mining. Okay, so after that, we will introduce a little bit about our software solution. I mean, in order to manage the cluster, we also develop the software to manage the Filecoin mining cluster. So the software, it has some basic data collection, data monitor, and the hardware monitor stuff. So when you have some problem with the hardware or data transfer or network problem, it will give you some alarms. So it's quite easy for the maintenance guys to monitor the overall system. Before they monitor or data analysis, we also build the storage engine, so it can manage your storage. So especially if you have some problem or with your hard disk, for example, you have several hard disks broken. So the storage cluster with the storage engine, they can recover of your data from your other disks. Also, we build some other APIs for further IPFS applications. For example, you can use our S3 APIs or Fire APIs to access our storage. So later on, when the developers want to build the IPFS application, so they can use all of our APIs to access the data we stored in the storage cluster. So because we are thinking the Filecoin is not only for store data, it must be used later for different applications. So how to make it easy for applications, we think it's quite important for the Filecoin network. So that's why we are also working on the APIs for the applications in our solution. Then we will show some of our application scenarios. First is the storage. So we call it distributed data center. So in the data center, we just put our hardware and the clusters in different areas. We don't want to make it a centralized data center. So that's why we call it a distributed data center. We want to build those kind of data center with our partners all over the world. So right now we already built some of the data center, the DDC in China. Also, we are working on the New York DDC center and Australia DDC center and one in South America. So we want to build the data center distribute over the world. So we think that's Filecoin mainly for. So it cannot be a very centralized one. Then that's use this. Then we also take part in the hackathon. We developed one application, IPFS Scholar. It's a basic model for the IPFS data search engine and the storage for the technical data, for the scientific data. We also working on it after the hackathon. So in our opinion, the IPFS application is also quite important for the Filecoin ecosystem. So we are not only working for the mining, but also for the for IPFS applications. So those are our partners we have mentioned. So one of our very important partner is Dai EMC, which also a global leader in the storage and the computing server area. Another one is Xilinx, so it's a global leader in FPGA chips. So they are also working for several years for the FPGA cryptocurrency mining products. So together with those two big partners, we think we can provide very good solution for the Filecoin mining partners or customers. So that's all for our introduction, and thank you for watching. I will hand back my to the organizer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Eric. That was another really interesting approach to Filecoin mining, and it's always exciting to see hardware innovation, especially at such a large scale. So thank you so much for being part of Space Race and for sharing your expertise with us today. Awesome. Okay, on to our final speaker this evening. Dong Hengchao is a developer with 1475. They're right on the cusp of ranking number 6 on the global leaderboard. A very warm welcome to you, Dong, and whenever you're ready, take it away.
Hello, can you see, hear me okay?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Can see lots of lovely diagrams behind you, but nothing on the screen yet.
Let's see. Let me reshare my screen now.
Okay.
Yeah, how about now?
Yeah, that's looking good. Yep, you got it. Perfect. You just need to click into present mode and you should be good to go.
Yep, thank you. It's a privilege to share with group about my team, which is 1475 IPFS team. And the team is founded in 2018. And we are based in Shanghai. The team members are from a variety of domains and with different rich experience with different global giants like Baidu, Google, UnionPay, Extra, and 1475 team is actually participated in the very beginning of Filecoin's open source in 2018's February, and we participated every DevNet, AlphaNet until now, the 5 PBs testnet, and I guess the 1475 team is growing alongside with Filecoin's evolving. So that's about my team. And this is our IDC's location. We have 6 mining locations in China. All of them are diamond 5-star IDC rooms. And about our hardware, we use mainstream CPUs like other miners, which is AMD CPU. In RAM, we have basically 2 configuration, 1 TB or half of 1 TB. We have 144 TB's SAS disk. And in terms of accelerating system, we have GPUs, but not only GPUs, but other highly customized accelerating hardware modules. And we have Ubuntu system as our operation system in our hardware. And here is our general technology architecture. In here, I want to highlight two parts of it, which we put extra effort on. One is scheduling center to accommodate the highly resilient requirement in terms of scaling. We put a lot of effort to generally rewrite the sector state machine to serve our own purpose, and we not only rewrite the sector's distribution and collection in the seeding process, but also have to accommodate the requirement, the timing requirement of winning post and window post to make sure we finish the task on time. Also have to consider a lot of error handling and exception handling, as well as the sector's recovering stuff. Another part I want to highlight is to improve the efficiency. We also outsource the billman part, which is a commit to part of work to our OSP cluster. So in the OSP cluster, we also have its own scheduling mechanism to distribute and collect the commit to tasks into and from the workers in the OSP cluster. And this OSP cluster is also highly resilient. We can add or remove the workers in the OSP cluster in real time without disturb other working processes in the progress. So that's basically our technology and the architecture. So why choose to work with Filecoin? We are attracted by IPFS vision. I think it's a great thing to do to make sure the data is more accessible in the global wise. So that's all from 1475 team's sharing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Don. That's really, really exciting. And I'm watching you on the leaderboard, and I'm excited to kind of see the rest of your progress. We're only halfway through Space Race, and you're looking good. So best of luck to you and the team for the rest of the competition. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Since we started tonight's meetup, 2 more miners have joined Space Race, which means so far 358 of you have onboarded 97 petabytes of storage to the network, which is just absolutely incredible. And we're only halfway through. I can't wait to see how things have evolved and changed by the time we meet next week. I'd like to close our session today by saying a huge thank you to our wonderful presenters, Eric and David from ChainSafe, Stephen from IPFS Force, Eric from Interstellar Quantum, and Dong from 1475 for sharing their mining expertise and experience with us, and to all of you for tuning in. If you'd like to present at the next show and tell, then you can sign up at spacerace.filecoin.io/events. You can also catch up on all of the events during Space Race by subscribing to our YouTube channel, which will be linked in the chat below. Join us again next week for another show and tell from Filecoin's top global miners. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week and happy mining. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care. Bye.